Hello darts nuts, I've got another set of darts to review here. These are the Mark Webster darts by Winmore. This is a 23 gram model. They're a 90% tungsten dart. It says on the packet incorporates latest grip technology. I think it's just referring to the new grip that's on the darts. As you can see, it comes in the normal plastic packaging by Winmore, and if I'm right, there should be a checkout chart on the back insert. So there it is, and you get your 3 darts obviously, and come with these medium nylon shafts with the ring stem clips. You got a point protector and your 3 Mark Webster flights, and you've got a windmill case to store them in. I had these darts from probably about the beginning of July, but with me breaking my hand, I didn't get a chance to review them or play with them till now. Quite a lot of darts to catch up on. I think Mark Webster's been playing pretty well of late. Whether that's down to the new darts, I can't really say. I'll put a close up now so you can have a good look at the darts. Right then, here's the close look at the Mark Webster 23 gram darts. As you can see, it's got a rounded bull nose, and then you've got these well, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 rings and 5 grooves, and then you've got what appears to be like a kind of a micro grip, but if you look closely, this section here, I think it's either micro grip or feels a bit like mini shark grip actually, but it's slightly indented, so it's like a kind of a bit like a square edged scallop section. It's just offset from the main rings. It's a little bit small. If that was a little bit wider, I think I'd probably feel that grip a little bit more, but could be the point where Mark Webster likes to grip it there, so that could be why it's there. So it's still a good datum point on the barrel, so you can still feel it, but I'd say overall it's only a medium level of grip. Then you've got some more rings, and then there's a smooth section with the spider logo etched on it, and at the rear of the barrel you've got that same grip again, but it's only like a medium level of grip. I would say it feels more or less the same amount of grip as the rings, to be honest. I'm not really sure how Mark Webster grips the dart. Maybe he holds it on the rear and there, but I'll be holding it round about here, I would imagine. So my thumb and finger are just going to be over this little edge. It's quite a nice looking dart. It's like a simple classic design, but it's a tried and tested barrel shape, so it should perform well for most people. And then you got your medium nylon stems and your Mark Webster Winmore Webby flights. Alright, I'll put a detailed close up now with the measurements of the barrel. Okay, here's a close look at the Mark Webster 23 gram dart. It's got a 26mm point. There's a short bull nose of 3.8mm in length, and then there's a ring section which is about 11mm, and then it goes into this kind of thin ringed scallop which is about 5mm wide. Then there's another ring grooved section of about 11.5mm, Then there's a smooth section at the rear of the barrel with the Spider logo, which is about 10.5mm wide, and then there's another thin ringed section of 5mm, and then a small chamfer at the end of the barrel of 1.5mm. The overall length is 48.5mm and the widest part is 6.5mm. Alright, then I'm just going to measure the barrels. It's only a short barrel actually. Forty-eight 48.4mm, and let's see what the widest section is. That's 6.49, it's probably 6.5. Seems very slightly thinner there. 6.4. So it may have a very slight taper. It's hard to be sure sometimes whether you've got the calipers working right, but I'd say 6.5 is the thickness, and this section here is 6.45, so it definitely goes like a very fractional scallop section. It's like a kind of a indent more than anything. So I think it's probably a good reference point. In my fingers I can definitely feel it. It's thinner on that section. Alright, let's weigh the barrel. These darts retail for £23.90. It's a pretty good dart for that price, I would say. It's a nice looking dart. That one is 23.27 grams. That's 23.35 grams. And 23.26 grams. They're a little touch over 23 grams, and they fairly closely matched, just a few hundredths of a gram difference. The old setup weighs 25.06 grams. I'll be curious to see where the balance point is with that thin section near the middle. I'd say that's about the middle there. So it's quite close towards the front. Let's see when it's got the full setup. Should be around the centre, I should imagine. Yeah, I'd say it's bang on the middle there. It's pretty even weighted dart, maybe a slight touch towards the front. Maybe because it goes a little bit thinner, but it's only such a fraction, it's barely noticeable. Alright then, that's the look at the Mark Webster 23 gram darts. So let's give them a throw and see how they go. Right then, let's just have a few throws with the Mark Webster 23 gram darts. I'm just going to use the setup as it comes. Seem to be fishtailing a little bit through the air. Might just take a while to get the hang of them. I think they're probably going to suit people who have a flatter, harder throw than me. Not working for my loopy throat. I'm holding the dart just at the front there. I might try hold it a little bit further on this scallop to see what happens. Bit too high. Yeah, I can't get the hang of throwing it there. Go back to the front. As you can see, they're not landing very straight for me on the board. It's probably my throw though. Yeah, I just can't seem to get the hang of these. Give it a couple of more goes. Bit better. The grip isn't too great on this. It's only like a medium, or just a low medium, but I can't really feel that scallop that much. It is very slight, that scallop part, but I'm tending to hold it just in front of that anyway. But for some reason I can't seem to get them to fly straight. Get the odd one now and then. I think it's just getting used to the balance of the dart. It doesn't feel quite right for me. Yeah, well, one last go. Well, there you go. It's the Winmore Mark Webster 23 gram dart. See if I can get the flight back on. A little bit disappointed, to be honest. I was hoping these would suit my throw, because I have a similar set in the Fury 2s which are a similar size and length, but I just don't know why, unless I'm just having problems with my hand, because my hand still isn't better. But for some reason when I'm releasing the dart it's fishtailing quite a lot, so I don't know whether that's just me having problems getting used to the dart. I got some that were flying straight, but whether the balance point is a little bit strange and it doesn't suit my throw, it's hard to say. Quite disappointed though, because I like the look of these a lot. I think they're a nicely made dart, but they just don't suit me. Probably suit people who have a flatter, harder throw, I think. Anyway, that's the end of the review. Thanks for watching.